Hey guys, what's going on? I will just be showing you some new parts that I got and an overall thing on my scooter and some specs and stuff on certain parts and stuff like that. Alright, so we'll just start off with the parts. So I've got TSI Heptron bars. They come in, I think, 22 wide and 27 tall, haven't cut them down at all. And also Tilt Continental grips. Next up, we'll go to the clamp. Just got the regular tilt clamp because it's cool and I really like it in grey. The Tilt Nimbus fork. I really like these forks because they're really beefy and I just like the way that they're designed compared to the other forks that Tilt make. And yeah, so they're pretty sick. The downside conspiracy wheels, I reckon they just look cool. I haven't run them yet, but I'm testing them out. I've always ran Proto wheels. And yeah, just trying something new, not as dear as the Protos either. I've just got a Tilt SES. Fuck. I've also got a Tilt headset. I've had this since I've had my first scooter, well, since I built it up, which was probably 3 months ago. And yeah, it's really smooth. The grip I'll be using will be the Hello Grip, just the regular one. I forgot what it's called, but I reckon it just looks cool because of the colours and stuff like that. Can't go wrong with Hello Grip. I've got an Apex peg, which I'll probably be using on the front. I know it's only the front, but the deck that I'll be using is pretty wide and stuff, so I don't really need to use the back peg. So it's just an Apex banana peg. Headset spaces just in case. I'll go onto the deck. It's the Elite Supreme deck. Pretty sweet deck. I picked this up today. I got the 22 long one and all stock ones come 4.8 wide. It's got an 83 degree head tube angle. Really solid deck. I just, as soon as I saw them online, I was like, yeah, I'm so picking one of these up. They've got a lifetime warranty on the head tube from if it does break, because they are assuring you that it won't break. It's double welded at the bottom of the head tube. So just from extra strength so the head tube doesn't come off at all. Just a cutout on the front, or the back of the head tube I'd say. It's got laser etched graphics on the sides of the head tube and on the bottom from just the Elite logo and the Elite Supreme name of the deck on the side. And then it just comes with a little fender brake, pretty sweet. Just the stock axle that the deck comes with. And let's start building it up, but I'll start with gripping the deck. No, I'll just do it. The tools I'll be using today will probably mainly be just an Allen key set. This Allen key set's got a 10-8 6543. I've got a wrench set as well, some grease and stuff. Got my blade. My grip tape, 2mm Allen key. I'm pretty sure this will be for the brake. I just got this to mark out my deck when I'm gripping. So yeah, sweet as. Watch out kids, don't use these unless you have adult supervision. 15 plus. Sorry about that really long fucking gripping job. I've never gripped brake holes into a deck before because I've had an Ethic deck and all the Ethic decks, they have the brake holes on the bottom, so I'm not used to this, so it's a really bad job and I'm sorry that took 20 minutes. So what I'm doing now, as you can obviously see, I'm just putting the brake in my scooter deck. This is such a bad job, Max. Oh my fucking god. Okay, I took this past the rack. Alright, so the deck's all gripped. It looks kind of alright. It looks pretty weird that like the halo grip's at the back and not in the middle, but you know, it'll still be gripping to my feet, my forks, the headset, and the clamp. Put the bottom bearing on like so. Pop it into the deck. Sometimes you gotta like press in the bearings. It was all sweet. Get your top bearing like so. The difference between the top bearing and the bottom bearing is the two different crown races. Usually the bottom bearings have a really big, well, it is at all cases, the bottom race is really like a lot bigger, and then the top race is a lot smaller. So, and that goes over your fork like this, goes in there, nice and smooth. Really, really thin spacer, because sometimes I don't want my headset top cap to go over the top and rub on the deck, and that really annoys me. So get your SES, if you are running SES. I'm probably going to have to stretch mine. Old gyro rectangular thingo, because I couldn't find a coin in my wallet because I spent them all at Macca's. So what you do, make sure all your bolts are loosened out if you're going to stretch your clamp. They can't be in the threads at all because it'll just ruin the threads in the clamp. And then what you do, you get...
Turbo in 18 minutes.
We're filming. Anyway, so you do this, feed it through the other side, tighten it up ever so slightly, because you don't want to stretch it heaps. Stretch a little bit more, just one little turn like that. Now I'll check if we need any spacers. Oops, sorry. And we're going to need a few. So I'm going to have to run either two 5mm to make a 10, but I'm just going to run the 10 because it looks cleaner. Sweet. It's got a little bit of clearance, I'd say, from the top cap and the bolt washer to the fork. Alright, so what you do, most clamps come with these, or if you have built-in ones on your fork, pop it down into your SES clamp. Whatever size it is, tighten it up to your liking. So turn it up a little bit. Sorry, I'm just going to stand up, make sure it's straight. Which it is now. Sit back down in the chair, tighten her up. I like to tighten mine pretty much as tight as it goes because I don't want any headset wobble, and headset wobble is when you can feel some shake in between the headset and the deck. And yeah, that's not good. So yeah, that's pretty tight there. It's pretty stiff. Actually, I might loosen it off a little bit. Not heaps, slightest ever. Yeah, like that. Perfect. The SES and the forks installed. So you take out this washer, or what I'm using, a gyro detangler thing. I might still need it for my bars, but now I'm going to install the wheels. So yeah, so far it's looking pretty sweet with everything. Alright, wheels. My forks come with these two little spacers. Bless you. I might run the peg for a little bit. I know I look like a bit of a tool running a peg on the front and nothing on the back, but whatever floats your boat, I guess. Alrighty then. Wheels are pretty much on. I just need to tighten them up a little bit. They're all pretty smooth, like look at that shit. Pretty sweet. Love it when my wheels are like that. Whoa. Sorry, our garage door opened because our dad thought it was not filming time and it was car drive in the garage time. So that's why we had to pause. We'll install the bars. This on the ground. As you can hear, it's pretty dark, so I don't have to stand up for this. Stretch the clamp. Again, I'm just using my detangler from my bike. In we go. Perfect. These bars are oversized bars, so they're used for HRC or a full-size SES clamp. So don't need a shim for these, but any standard bars you will need a shim obviously, and make sure that there's no slit. No slit in your bars. I'm just going to check if this is all straight. Take out your washer in between. A last chance to check if your bars are straight. Okay. I don't know how many other people do it. I just tighten my bolts bottom to the top. Also make sure your bolts are greased up. I greased my bolts before I started, so sorry I didn't show you that, but they're definitely greased. I like my scooter to be dialed. That's just my preferences because I just like to feel solid when I'm riding and stuff. That's a grip job. How bad does that look? But anyway. Hey guys, yep, just to sum up my scooter build, it came out pretty sweet. I said all the parts in the actual video when I was building it. So yeah, I might as well do a little bit of a drop test because that's what we do with our scooters these days. There's a little bit of rattle in the back, but no worries. So yeah, that's what it is. Thanks very much for checking it out and stay tuned for future videos.